Hey yo! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go. There we go. Let's get started. Hey people, welcome. Hey Kat, Slad, Mohammed, Yahya, hello, welcome. If you are still here, you have been here early. Ruby as well. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Let's see, are we live? I think we are live. Yes, we are. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Hello people, how are you guys doing? How's your Saturday going? It's a rare weekend live after a while. Hey, Crowcastle tips and random vids. How are you doing? That is a long name. I'm not gonna lie, that is a long name. Hey Slat, hello, welcome. How are you doing? How's your Saturday going? Hey Masterpiece, hello, welcome. Glad to hear I have been able to make your return, or I am sorry that I have done that. Either way, welcome. How's it going? If you notice something different with the camera, just let me know, because the lens is for some reason like about to fall off. I don't know why. Maybe it's breaking down. So if my face becomes blurred or anything, just let me know. It's probably because of that. Hey Pajama, how's it going? Hey Sufi. Sushi, sorry. Hey Jade. Hey Innocent. Kula. That's a new one. That's a new one. That's a very, very new one. Hey people, how are you doing? I was supposed to do a 30 skip, but let's do one more wave, I guess. Good luck with your exams, Emil, and thank you very much. I hope we have some luck today in here as well. Good luck to you as well. Hey Bacon. Hey War Diablo. Are you playing Diablo? I guess so. Let's do a 30 skip and let's get to farming. It's been a busy day. It's been a busy week. How about you guys? Have you been having a busy week or not? So I figure we are going to be getting some farming done today. Need to get to that 1 million defense eventually, and also need to get the DCDIQ eventually. So here we go. Here we are once again asking for the DCDIQ. Whew. Lucas, that's what I've heard before. Hello, but Kula is a new one. Hey. Let's see. There should be some music. Do you guys hear any music, or is it too quiet? Hey Iron Fist, I saw there was like 20,000 messages from you in Discord. I didn't have time to go through them all. I'll try to do it after stream. I just got home like 30 minutes ago and I'm trying to get this thing started. Can't hear music? Okay, let's turn it up a bit. Let's see if that's enough. Maybe it's a quiet song. Let's wait for a while. I'm gonna turn that one up as well. Hey Mohammed. Hey Godiness. Hey Jeffrey, welcome once again. How much profit do you make with that build? Oh, can we still see some wave? This was the plus 30 skip, so this is amazing amount, because the plus 30 skips was... The gold was buffed from the plus 30 skip in the last update, so this is a normal wave. Money that I get from a normal wave. Now you can surely hear some music, I guess. Hey, welcome people, welcome. What was the cost for the auto battle? I forgot. It's 7.7, so there's whatever profit that is. We are not gonna be waving with this build. It wouldn't be the first time I have been. In the past, I've been auto battling with wave dragon build. I've been wave battling with my hell mode build, with my infinite colony build, everything, and it's just negative profits for hours and hours. So let's not do that. Let's not do that today. What skill tree should I pick my wave with 2200? I would recommend Lightning Down Archer build. There's a link video linked in the description for the auto battle build for Lightning Townatsu build, so I would recommend checking it out. I can't pronounce your name, sorry, but I'm sure you will find it in the description. Poison build is... well, I would say there's basically three good options for your early game. You can go with pure Townatsu, only Townatsus, or you can go Townatsus and Lightning, or you can go Townatsus and Poison. And I would say they are all viable. They all will work. Maybe the Townatsu Poison is... I was gonna say weakest out of the three, but I don't like... I don't know. All of them should work. Maybe slightly... The overall performance might be slightly worse. It has better farming than Lightning Townatsu, because Succubus and Sarah, mainly for dragon farming, but early game that doesn't really make much of a difference. Is gambling broken? Did you try and nothing happened? Is the bot broken? Let's see. Da, 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 da. Hey Richon, hello, welcome. Okay, for some reason Cloudbot is not active. Wow, it does that sometimes. I have not changed anything. Just give it a moment, it should be on, I believe, in a second. It says active now, so let's just try it in a second if there's a bit of a delay. Let's try. Nothing so far. Oh yeah, there we go. The bot is back alive. Let's go. And also my Discord in the chat. If you haven't joined yet, I would recommend you join right now. Okay. Your gambling is safe. You're welcome. What was I supposed to be answering to? Just ask me again if I skip your question. Yeah, the best, like the options right now for starting would be pure Townatsu, which I believe Bron has some videos on his channel. And then there's Lightning Townatsu, which I have the guides on. They are all linked in the description. And then Poison Townatsu, all of those work. Black Pearl is very situational. It's not great for waving, but it's great for dragon builds and stuff like that. Absolute cinema, let's go. My coffee is getting cold. Too much stuff to do. Cheers. Hey Donno, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey Edgar, welcome as well. Welcome people. It's been a while since we did a live on during weekends, hasn't it? What do you prefer? Do you prefer lives on weekdays or weekends, or does it really matter? Like, is the most important things to have any lives at all? There hasn't been too many lately, I know. I know, and also hasn't been too many videos lately, I know that as well. I'm planning on picking it up again. Next week, for sure, I have some stuff I want to record, so will be more videos coming out starting from next week again. Is there like a spreadsheet for Crowcastle guide? There was a spreadsheet from Sayonara for the progression from early game to late game with Lightning build. I'm not even sure if it's still updated, probably isn't. It's still available. It's still available through my channel, for example. You can find the video on my channel, one of the most recent videos. But there is the recommended build that I would use. They are linked in the description. They are video guides, but there's also a spreadsheet for your hero levels that's available through my Discord, which is also linked in the description. Having troubles with DH3 at 90,000 waves is completely normal. No, completely normal. It's a matter of items. You just need better cooldown items mainly, and cooldown skill level +1 lines, as much as you can get E items. for your setup. It's completely normal to not be able to do DH3 at 90k waves. Hey DC, have fun at work. We have terrible lining with our time zones, you and I. Good luck with your work, good luck, and have fun. Ooh. No, it's a flat damage name. Damage skill level +1, I might have wanted to save this, but nope. Succubus is pretty much meta, yeah. But also, if you cannot reach the poison tree, if you don't have enough skill points to have the poison tree as well, like full poison tree, then Succubus is not meta. You should not have Succubus at that point. It's more of a late game stuff. Thank you very much, Dizzy. Thank you very much. Almost at max EXP again. That is true. Do you guys want to spin the wheel today? Or shall we wait until I am at fully max EXP? Oh, we got a CDE light. Oh, it's almost usable. Damn. This is a very close to be usable for Thor. I mean, it's not terrible at all for Thor. But it's not something I will keep, unfortunately. Damn. I don't have a proper CDE item set for Thor, so I would really have wanted to have this in case I want to run Thor at some point, but... Also, we have gotten a couple of E-items. I have not updated. This is the third one. I forgot to update the counter. Yikes. That's probably the third one. Let's go. Let's say it's the third one. We can also count CD. CD I cannot write. How does that look? Okay, one CD. Let's go. Devil Horn +3 and +4 at 5.5 thousand ways is not something you should be doing. You... yeah, I mean, that item would have been a keeper. Keep it if you get something like that. To get the higher level Devil Horn, higher tier Devil Horn levels, you will need to have usually multiple skill trees, because you will wanna branch out to multiple different heroes, elemental heroes, and you need to have skill points for all of those. And most importantly, you also need to have a bunch of great items. So in early game, you don't have a bunch of great items. You have, at best, some crap mid-tier items. That's not an insult, that's just the way it is. So running higher level Devil Horns, you can maybe do it temporarily in early game, because your gold, the amount of gold you get compared to wave is just so freaking huge. So you can probably get away with the higher level Devil Horns for a little while. But it won't be stable. You can't sustain that forever. You need to have items, and items are the most important thing. So before you can get a hold of lots of legendary dragon, like legendary items and E items, just go with the first 2 levels of Devil Horn. Just use, if you can beat the first level, beat the first level of Devil Horn. If you can't beat it at all, then just don't beat it at all. Just chill, go with single waves, and eventually you will be able to do it. Ice skill tree has some useful heroes, sure. Just only ice is just not that great, because it just lacks, well, air damage dealers and maybe like boss damage dealers as well. It has great ground clearers like Poseidon and Ice Sorcerers. Also Elizabeth with proper settings, like more of an endgame stuff. But just only Ice Tree won't be that great. Yeah, for the first 10,000 waves or so, it's just the gold amount is, compared to the wave, is just insane. That is a great question, Jade Dustin. CDE, IC, and so on. I should make a video. I've been meaning to make a video about those for a long time. like Crowcastle jargon and abbreviations, but I'll put them on my list. Sure, because when you start out, there's a lot of combinations that probably makes no sense to you. So CDE stands for a yellow item that has a... I don't have one in here. Where do I have one? In here. CDE stands for a yellow item that has a cooldown E line. We call these yellow lines the E lines because they only appear in the yellow E tier item. So this is an E line. So it's a cooldown, so CD, and it's an E line, so E. So CDE means a cooldown skill level plus 1 yellow line. And IC means infinite colony or infinite town. I have 1 billion gold, where should I spend it? Are you using lightning build? What build are you using, Aslan? Richard, yes. I have some planned up and I will record them next week. I will start making more videos next week again. Promise. Promise. Flame bow or cursed knife? Depends on where. Which game mode. If you're using waving, then cursed knife is a stronger one. Flame bow is better for hell mode, and it can be better for infinite colony. Maybe situationally in farming as well. That depends on your item set in general, but in waving it's cursed knife, cursed knife, cursed knife, cursed knife. What about deep rock? Are you asking for what it means? Double procking, so deep rock means that your hero's cooldown is lower. I should make a short video about that, probably. Yeah, your hero's cooldown is lower than pure wizard's cooldown. So every time, like, the hero will be cast just before pure wizard, and pure wizard will instantly cast after that. And it will, like, restart the cooldown for the other hero and, like, double cast the hero. That's a terrible explanation. That's an absolutely terrible explanation. Yeah. I should probably make, like, a short video where I can just link it to show it properly. I have shown it in some videos. There's a GIF or GIF in my Discord that shows how it works. Richard, yes, the next week starts on Monday. But I won't have time to record exactly on Monday. It was the later part of the week, probably. Hello, KD, KFLD, GD, give, div 67298. Hello, how are you doing? Have you ever accidentally deleted an E item during these runs? I don't think so. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't really think so. Like, maybe we have been close. At least nothing that would have been, like, crazy good. At this point, the chances of me getting a crazy good upgrade item is pretty small. But yeah, the fear is always in the back of my mind. The thought is always there. What if I get, like, DCDIQ staff, for example, and I'm explaining some useless, most boring thing ever to you guys that no one asked for, and I just instantly mad it because I'm in the middle of my explanation. If that happens, then yeah, fuck me, I guess. I hope that never happens. I hope that never ever happens. Curse Knife will be stronger because of the crit chance and crit boost it gives you, as long as your Curse Knife is plus 10. As long as it's leveled to plus 10. If it's not leveled to max level, then the Flame Bow is probably going to be better for you in very, very, like, super early game. Once you get both to plus 10, the crit chance 60% and also the other buffs are just way stronger than the Flame Bow. Also, on higher level Devil Horn levels, the Curse Knife makes the Town Archers do non-elemental damage. The Flame Bow gives them fire elemental. And when you do a high level Devil Horn, there's a huge resistance for the elements on all the monsters. And when you do non-elemental damage, you can kind of bypass that elemental resistance, which makes also the Curse Knife even stronger option for waving. There's a lot of questions. Hey, John. 48 trillion. Nice. EXP points. Halfway there. Greetings to Turkey. How's it going there? How is life in there? Are you using a VPN or... No, wait. YouTube is working in Turkey, right? It's Discord that is blocked, I guess. Or is it? Hey, Albert. How's it going? We are chilling. Wow. We are losing. I should pay attention to the actual game. That's why we are here, right? I live in Finland. Mid game, early game, late game. Again, I probably give a different explanation every time. Mid game is something when you have completed all the colonies, you can speed farm Legend Dragon, and you can probably use like Devil Horn 3 with 3 out of battle. I would say you are in mid game at that point. What is that in terms of waves? It's probably something like 150,000 plus, maybe. Lightning build, Arslan, then you should just spend most on your Town Archers and Thor. And throw a little bit on Zeus and Lightning Archer as well. That just spends most on Town Archer and Thor. Any tips on crafting? Because one of my friends crafted a DCDIQ ring at 80,000 waves. I can say, if I saw your friend right now, I would absolutely shake his hand and congratulate him, because wow, that is one of a heck of a pull at 8,000 waves. Congratulations. My best tip, get lucky. Get lucky, because I don't know. I'm the worst person to ask that. I am not lucky, it seems. Oh, you broke the 1 trillion hell mode. Congratulations, son. Congratulations. Nice. I haven't done a run this week. Have you done a run this week already? Congratulations. That is huge. That is huge. 1 trillion. That's a nice milestone to reach. To break. Someone asked some of the good items I have so far. So, okay, let's go. Pause for a moment. I do have... Well, I have 1 DCDIQ in here. So I guess this is, even though the rolls are quite bad, this is one of the best items. One of the most important items in the build right now. So 2 cooldown lines and item quality line for Pure Wizard. This is... I would say it's a key item currently in the build. Also, this hammer is just absolutely beautiful. It's basically perfect for any damage dealer except Thor, who needs Chain Lightning. The ritual for siphoning other slug has been done. Oh boy. Well, good luck. Good luck. But those are probably the 2 best items, I guess. And this one is not terrible either for the Town Archers. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Do you use Curse Knife? Yes, I do use Curse Knife in here. So this is my way build, and I have Cursed Knife for my Town Archers. I also do have Cursed Knife in my Dragon Hunting setup as well. It's normal to kill Sin on 30k HP. I must honestly say I don't know what castle level you have 30,000 HP, but that sounds like really nice. That sounds like really nice. I have some hell mode. Let's see, do we have something in the command? I don't have very recent hell mode videos, but the idea hasn't really changed. So, okay, what video is this? Let me check the link. I guess, yeah. The idea is pretty much the same. It hasn't really changed. There's some minor changes I've been making to my builds. But that video should still get you started for hell mode. The one in the chat right now. I can't even check it because it's double ads. YouTube is giving me ads on my own videos. God damn. How many kills on Bone Dragon? We are closing in on a 1 million defense. So 1 million defense would be 200,000 kills. Right. Okay, let's close that video. Yeah. Yeah, Jocelyn, congratulations on the Sin kill. Yeah. Nice. What wave are you on? We were supposed to... Ooh, we got an E item. Have I forgotten to update the counter again, or have we just not gotten any items? Am I awake? Am I even awake? Am I sleeping? DCDIQ staff. Probably today. Today. Crit chance, poison cooldown, empirical. I'm not gonna be keeping this, but it's a... yeah. It was a decent drop. So item quality line is a line that will improve the values on all of the lines above it by whatever person this has. So, for example, this item, the normally maxed out numbers will be increased by plus 20, plus 9.9%, plus 20% increase. So you actually get these values out from the items that are shown on the yellow. So they are just stronger. It's just a stronger version of the same item than would be without the Omni Coil line. So in certain situations, it just gives you a lot of value for an item. It makes it a lot stronger or better, depending if it's a damage item or a support item like that on my pure wizard. Plan on making a Smurf account for early game contents? In the past, I have created a few, and there's a decent amount of videos on my channel about that. But yeah, I've been thinking about making a new one. It's been on my list as well. There's a long list. There's a long list of things that I should have done, and I just haven't done yet. First of all, I would like, if I could get the DCDIQ for my main account and 1 million defense for Bone Dragon, I would kind of be set for this account. I don't really need to do anything else on this main account. I could just like leave it on the background, make it wave as much as it can, and like concentrate on a new account. So that would be my ideal plan, but I don't know if that's just never kind of happened, then I maybe will have to do them both at the same time. +1 summon unit and knockback chance is a decent combination for a summon unit for crowd control. You could keep this for, well, early game. I mean, mid game you would want to have 2 knockback lines or something else instead of the damage line, but also this is like an usable item for any summon like Dorothy, Slingers in early game as well. Not a terrible item. Can you choose the Thor or the Poison Archer? What do you mean? Can't you choose the Thor or the Poison Archer? What does that mean? The Forgotten Temple is sadly just a placeholder image. It's not a place that exists. I wish there was a place. It would be so cool. It would be so cool. Minecraft went... That's another thing to the list. To the endless list of things that I should be doing. The gamble is just a way for you to spend your channel points. Like, on YouTube you get channel points in a similar way that you get channel points in Twitch chat as well, for example, or loyalty points, whatever they are called. So in here they are just called crystals, and you can use the gamble function to gamble your crystals to win more crystals. Because we do love some crystals, don't we? Pure TA 1 to 100,000 waves. That is on my maybe list. That is on my maybe list. We shall see. Triple cooldown is not possible on one item. You can have only 2 cooldown lines, and you can have 1 yellow cooldown line. So you can have... Okay, let's see. So an item like this is possible. You can have 2 cooldown lines, and you can have a yellow cooldown skill level +1 line. But you can't have 3 cooldown lines in here. Like, you cannot have cooldown, 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 and then a yellow line, or any other thing. So only two cooldown lines is the max for an item. Hey Danho, how's it going? I'm pretty sure my coffee is gonna be completely gold at this point. Yeah, horrible. Okay, not gonna finish that. Where's the lowest wave that can probably kill the Bone Dragon? That is an excellent question. It really depends on your playstyle. Like there has been an account that kills Bone Dragon on 10,000 waves, but that is like, there's no way that is normal. That's like very dedicated gameplay for not advancing in waves. But it's possible if you farm like crazy and just don't never go up in waves. Also, I guess, and also there was another one as well. Fire, attack speed, knockback, not really a great combination, so let's get rid of that. Good luck on the grind, goodiness. Good luck on the grind. Should I use 2 leaders? I would say most likely no. If you're in early game, no. Just don't waste the treasure slot for the Black Pearl. The only reason why you would want to use 2 leaders is, for example, like, I don't use 2 leaders on my Way build, which is your most important build. Only 1 leader, because you need the treasure slots for something else. In Dragon build, I have 2 leaders, because the other one is just using damage skill level and hero damage skill level +1 line. So I just get 2 more skill levels for my damage skill and my hero damage skill levels. So that's the only reason I have the Black Pearl, to just increase the damage of everything else. It's just not really a great idea to level up multiple different kind of leaders, because you wanna concentrate your gold on just a few units so that you can have a optimal progression. Bring back physical summon wave build. Let's go. I would love that. Let me get Devil Horn 5 working on a physical summon build. Ah, we would have gone through a full circle. That would have been absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Knockback slow to crowd control lines on a hammer. Otherwise, the lines are useless. Let's get rid of that one as well. I guess 7 items is not bad start. I got a pretty high DCDIQ stats ring a few weeks ago. Have I seen it? Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, 10,000 waves. There's just people who play the game in a certain way that they stop at 1,000 waves or 10,000 waves and then they just never advance. It's not really, I guess, the way this game is meant to be played, so it's more like a really odd challenge to do for yourself. But if you want to kill Bone Dragon, I guess 500,000 waves is probably the time to start thinking about that. But farming-wise, it's usually way past 1,000,000 waves. That is really like reasonable to do. Goblin, there's too much golden goblin for him to not be in here. He's here for dungeons. Let's do a dungeon. So that we can have Goblin actually do something. What did he do? Oh yeah, 7% of the damage. Let's go. He's not great for farming. He's a wave hero. It's 5 PM in my country. It's 5 PM. So I just got home before the stream started. I feel pretty tired already, even though it's just 5 PM. Are you not bored of this game? I'm not trying to be number one. I will never be number one. I do like the game. I mean, if there's days when I don't really feel like playing it, then I just let it run on the auto battle. And then when there's days that when I feel like farming or doing something like this, for example, then I do this. So it's just I take the game in such amounts daily that I don't get bored of it. I guess it's very repetitive. There's not that much content in it. But right now, for example, I have a goal. I want to get to 1 million defense. So this goes up by +5 every time I kill the Bone Dragon once. So I want to get this to +1 million. And I want to get a staff for my Pure Visage. So I have goals. That's why I'm not bored. If I didn't have any goals for the game, then I probably would be feeling a little bit more bored about it. I don't know any more content creators for this game, and yet you are very quality one. Thank you very much. Thank you. Unfortunately, yeah, there's not that many people making videos about Crow Castle. Well, the game is not that huge to begin with, so I guess that's one of the reasons. There's been, like, Bron used to do videos. I don't think he does anymore currently. And for example, Dizzy has been making a few videos recently. He's starting out, so maybe he will be doing more in the near future. We'll see, we'll see. So this is a double cooldown accessory. This would be great for Pure Wizard or Necromancer. The rolls are not that great. Well, this would be great for a certain damage dealers as well, because there's a crit chance line, so this is a very decent item. The E line is horrible. The E line is just basically garbage. And unfortunately, the rolls are not that great on the cooldown, but I would recommend keeping this for sure. Yeah, Physical Summon got nerfed because... Let me just think. I don't think... I mean, the crit chance kind of makes me want to keep this, but I actually have a better version of this item, so I don't need 2 of them. I just wonder where that item is. Can I find it? I will show it to you if you haven't seen it. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. So this is basically the much better version, even though it's an L item. The cooldown lines are a bit better. They are max rolls on both, and it has a crit chance, so that's why I didn't keep the other item. You should keep it, otherwise it was a very good item. I did update the counter, did I? 8 items. Hey Ahadyasin, welcome. How have you been? How have you been, my friend? I am Finnish, yeah. I am Finnish. How did you guess? Yeah, like I was saying about Physical Summon, yeah, the giants got nerfed like well, summons in general got nerfed. Their movement speed got just absolutely crippled, so they just can't keep up with the enemies. They cannot do enough damage anymore. And the summon skill tree was also like, it was nerfed, even, especially in terms of the movement speed node. It was nerfed so much that they just can't, no, they are like a shadow of their former selves right now. Not even that, they are like dust left behind. By accent? Good one. Greetings to our southern neighbors. How's life in there? I have a question. Why you not spending your money? What kind of a lie should I give you? I don't have a reason. I mean, at this point, when you are at this whale level and at this have the items and build like I do, you don't have to actively spend your gold all the time. Like, I can run the build for a week or two without any issues. Like, even then I wouldn't really need to spend my gold. So I just kind of forget to spend my gold every now and then. I just gather up a little bit and then I spend it all at once. That's the only reason. Early game, that's not really possible. Does it still work if you fully invested in physical summon? Very poorly. Like, I would really recommend doing the work and changing to other kind of build, because it will just be so much better. You will be so happy you changed away from the build. It's just you can do low level devil horns, sure, because there's a like basically every build can work for the low level devil horn levels, but you will never really reach like late game builds with all levels with the physical summon. Unfortunately, it's just so much worse than what it was. Rainy? We've been having rainy as well in the central Finland. Last few days there's been a slight snowfall, so there's a little bit snow on the ground, just a tiny amount. But when I check the weather forecast for next week, it's gonna be rain again. So I don't think we will be getting a white Christmas. I don't know. Maybe we will. I hope we will, but it doesn't really look that great. My PC actually rests every night. I mostly run this game on my old phone, which is not in here, it's on the other table right now. Well, it's not even my old phone, it's actually my sister's old phone. I just purchased it from her when she got a new one. So I just mainly use that. It's just more convenient for me to keep the game running on a spare mobile device than running it on my PC all the time, because, well, Devilhorn 5 especially is very prone to lag. So if I have a lag, I will be getting defeats. And if I do anything else with the PC, so let's say I wanna edit a video, for example, the editing process can be a little bit heavy at times, so that can create lag for the game as well. And when that happens, I just get losses. So it doesn't really, it's not that pleasant to let it run on my PC all the time. I mainly run it on PC nowadays when I farm like this, or when I do hell mode, because I find hell mode to be more enjoyable. As much as it can be enjoyable, it's a little bit more enjoyable on PC than on mobile. Pure TA build can be very strong, yes. I would say if you wanna AFK as much as you can and you are not prepared to do a ton of farming, then Lightning TA is probably gonna be more convenient for you. But Pure TA is at least as great and probably can be stronger in your early to mid game if you put a proper amount of work to it. But Lightning Townhouser is, I would say, just, I don't know. More games. Currently, oh, I'm losing again. Oh, yikes. I don't really play other mobile games at this moment, really. I do have Pokemon Go and Pokemon trading card game on my phone, but I don't really actively play them. Like, I mainly just open some card packs in the card game, and I haven't been really playing Pokemon Go actively for a long while. I used to be much more active in that. Hey Leon, hello, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, we are losing again. Maybe I should put Dark Elf back in the build so we just can't lose if this happens. Summon build is not really that strong for wave. It was nerfed quite heavily. So I really can't. Let's do a dungeon again. I really can't recommend it. Were we supposed to spend my EXP? I forgot already. What do you guys say? Do you wanna wait until we have absolute max EXP, or do we spin the wheel today? I asked, but I forgot if anyone replied anything. In terms of PC games, currently I've been playing, well, PUBG has been on my playlist for a longest time. It's one of the my favorite games of all times. I've been playing Ark Raiders a little bit lately, and also a little bit of Maple Story, which is a really old two-dimensional MMO. That's pretty much all the games I'm playing currently. But I'm not like super invested in any. Leon, what does that mean? Yeah, 100 trillion is the max EXP, so we are 5 trillion away. I mean, this is... I will probably be at max tomorrow, and we won't be doing a live tomorrow. Oh. Another knockback chance plus 1 summon unit item, so we got another similar kind again. This would be useful for a summon unit for a crowd control, for a infinite colony, for example, or waving for early game as well. Oh, back-to-back E-items, look at that, we are zooming with our luck today. Plus 1 summon unit again, lightning damage, yeah, no, not great lines in here, and the E-line is not also that great. So let's get rid of that, but back-to-back drops, we'll be taking those. Pixel Worlds, have you heard about? I don't think so. Is it an old game or a new game? Pixel Worlds. Doesn't really ring a bell. And my main account is like from 2017? 17? I guess. So it's pretty old. I had a long break in between. Like, I had almost a 5 years break from the game, but it's the same account that I created. This is my first account ever that I created for this game. And that just goes to show that whatever kind of updates may happen, it's not really like required ever to make a new account. Like, you can always adjust your account to any kind of a build change or meta change. So it's like the game is basically completely different than what it was. That is one heck of a critical item. Wow. Critical area skill damage. Those are pretty decent lines, to be honest. Crit chance, skill level +1 is not the most terrible E-line there is. It's not an IQ and it's not the cooldown skill level +1, but it's a decent one. Do I actually want to keep this item in case it becomes super useful one day? It's not that old. That was like 2 years ago, right? Right? 3 out of 4 Fire Ogre. Oh yeah, I love Fire Ogre meta. The thing is, I might even have an item like this. Let's see. Do I have a hammer? Oh, let's go. Let's do this. Okay, so let's go with crit and area skill damage. Do you have a hammer with crit and area skill damage? Oh, well. We should look at that. There's a little bit better rolls, but also a worse E-line on this item. So there's a couple of items that can also fit this roll already. But, well, I guess since we have room for this item, let's just keep it in here. I'm not a hoarder. I don't have a hoarder issue. I swear. We probably have at least 3 more slots for items in the back. Used to play Crowcastle when there was just waves and dragons. Yeah, it's basically a completely different game than what it is nowadays. So many new things. Hello, Mr. Automobile is in the house. How are you doing? Using Ice Wizard yet? You will get DCD if you equip the Poison Golem. I don't know about that. I'm taking my chances. Is there any other game that you play and you liked it? First I'm gonna answer, do you know how much screen time do you have just playing Crowcastle? Well, the game is basically running on auto battle 24/7 for me, so I'm getting 24 hours per day. I'm not actively checking the game that much if I'm not farming, but the game is on 24/7. Some other games that I played and liked. Well, are we talking about mobile games or PC games? I don't play Dota. No, sorry. I've never played it and also never played League of Legends as well. I do like I said, PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, one of my favorite games of all times, and also like I have enjoyed like Diablo games in the past and Dark Souls games and what else? There's probably plenty of games that I have played and liked. In terms of mobile games, I guess this one is my #1 favorite ever. And I guess the second one would be Pokemon Go, even though I don't really play it anymore. But I used to be very active in it. Darkcaster shoots extra arrow because of this skill node in the skill tree physical section. So every normal attack from archer heroes gets +1 arrow. It's mainly useful for Dark Elf because you get 1 extra arrow for Dark Elf, and that means just like double your healing if you don't have any other options for extra arrows. You can also have an L or E tier item with a red +1 arrow line that will also give +1 arrow for the normal strike for your archer heroes. Yeah, Dark Elf is a core hero for Infinite Colony and all colonies as well. Yeah, the healing is super important. And +1 arrow is super important for Dark Elf for that purpose. My favorite game is older than you? What is it? You can't just say that and not tell it what it is. Tell us what it is. I have my doubts on that, but what is it? Oh, it's fine, Otto. I was thinking about the same thing as well. It would be cool if you could have 6 or 7 Ice Wizard in the build. Or 6, 7, 67. Wow, that would be nice. This item is not nice. Oh, Strafe plus 1 rune, that would be wow, wow, wow. A thing to hunt for, absolutely. Yes. What do you mean no? What do you mean no? It's yes. This game is this game is so simple and yet it's so like addictive. Like there's nothing to do and yet there's plenty of things to do. And the thing you can just keep it running makes you get progress even if you don't actively play it. Here we go, chat. Memorize this moment. Oda says he likes using Ice Wizard. And it's a necessary, fundamental cornerstone of his Infinite Colony build. Secretly loves Ice Wizard. Hey, hey. How you doing, Pom Pom? How you doing? The refresh from Strange Block got deleted. Yeah, now it's just a set rewards for every pull, and you just have a different chances of getting each of the rewards. But you can't refresh it anymore like you used to be able to. So yeah, that was changed 2 years ago. I don't remember anymore. Time flies when you're having so much fun with this game. And the updates keep on dropping. Hey, we got a small update before Christmas. That was a huge surprise to me. Anyone else who was surprised? Because I was not expecting any kind of sign of life from the developer before the end of the year. Doing my weekly hell mode. Can you do mine as well? I wish that was possible, because I haven't done it and I don't really... Bug date? That's a good one. It really was, yeah. So instead of 1 small update, we got like 5 small updates, because... yeah. It was bugs and on top of more bugs. Does Crocasa do events like seasonal events? Unfortunately, no. That would be such a great thing to have in the game. I'm sure we have asked for that for a couple of times, but so far nothing. Maybe it's time to ask again. Maybe. Like anything seasonal, like events or quests or anything, would make the game more appealing. I'm sure of it. My game actually first appeared in 2012, 2013. And you're saying that game is older than me. Did you say that? Or did you mean that your game is older than my favorite games? Because if you're saying that your game is older than me, then boy, do I have bad news for you. Do I have some bad news for you? Because that release date is on a wrong millennia. Knockback slow. Another 2 useful crowd control lines and 2 useless lines. Wow. Very mediocre items. Like, these are items that you could definitely use quite a long time until you get better ones. So, of course, keep these kind of items if you don't have, like, a perfect item. Because, yeah, trust me, it will take ages to get perfect items. 2 useful lines is much better than 0 useful lines. This game is surprisingly old. Honestly, I'm surprised this game is still alive for such an old game. I honestly am. It's a bit of a miracle, I would say. Uh, 100,000 waves. Do you think if I farm enough Legend Dragon, I will get the same or at least as good as your staff on Pure Wizard? Absolutely. Absolutely. If we ignore the fact that it's all about luck, absolutely. Hey, I have the staff that I have. It's an L staff, so it drops from Legend Dragon. So, this is my staff on my Pure Wizard. And my Legendary Dragon defense is here. So yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible. Hey Miyato, I'm feeling pretty great, yeah. A bit tired, but that's all. Excited for Christmas? Well, I am looking forward to all the good food and chocolate. So yeah. I guess I'm moderately excited for Christmas. How about you? Weakest hero is damage promotion alchemist. That could be true. Also wish he could be used, like that he would be actually useful. Like, why don't we have, like, I don't know, rune for more frogs or something like that? Well, that would just make the gold version stronger. I don't know. Food is the most important part of Christmas. It is. It sure is. It sure is. Like, I'm probably gonna destroy, like, 3 boxes of chocolate and binge myself till I can't eat no more, and then I will just eat a bit more. Yeah. Gamble all just uses all of your, well, available channel points on this channel, in this YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Up to 1 million. If you have more than 1 million, you just use 1 million points. And if you win the gamble, then you will get more. If you lose the gamble, then you will lose all of those. You can also use gamble the command and then type a number. Instead of just writing all, you can write like 1000 or something like that. And it will gamble only that amount of your crystals, your channel points. Comic-Con, you will be getting some eventually. Trust me. There will be good items for you to come. The free staff will, yeah, it carries you. It's quite a nice addition to the game that was added. You can get a free double cooldown staff, and it will carry you quite a long while. But you will get a better one. You will. If you keep on farming, you will get a better one, probably before Christmas. No guarantees. Most likely. Farming Sin in moderate amount is worth it. I wouldn't really do more than, well, like 1,000 kills or so. Uh, 170,000 waves still can still do Devil Hunt 2. Devil Hunt 2 probably will be, or should be, available for you if you have double cooldown items for both Pure Wizard and Necromancer. And Necromancer cooldown is lower than Pure Wizard cooldown. At that point, it's probably going to be available for you. Assuming you also have like even mediocre items on other units as well. Wave-wise, there is no reason why you shouldn't be able to do it. It's going to be about your items, so... More farming, and a little bit more farming after that, and you will get there. My birthday is on December 20th. Do you feel like having your birthday so close to Christmas is it like a blessing or a curse? Like, do you feel like you get less presents because of it, or it's the same amount that if your birthday would be in October, for example? Do you want reincarnation inside this game? Do you mean like I would be reincarnated inside this game? Hell no. Being trapped in an endless loop of killing a undead dragon over and over and over and over again 24/7, that doesn't sound really great. That sounds like a horrible torture. No thank you. Legend Dragon, you can beat it at like 30,000 waves if you play your game in certain way, but usually the first kills probably come around 50,000 waves. My treasures? The ones that I'm using for dragon build are like this. My opinion on clans, does it feel like an unfinished feature? Absolutely. There's plenty of ways it could be improved. Maxed all of them? Do you mean the treasures? Yeah. Maxing out treasures is pretty cheap. Well, this can't be leveled, and this one can't be leveled either. Like, after your initial early game, the gold required to upgrade anything is just gonna be like trivial amount. What is the best build for 200,000, the poison or the lightning? Assuming both have town archers in. That's a great question. I would probably still pick lightning town archer. Both will work, no problems in there. Like, town archers are carrying the game quite hard, right? Which is like kind of amusing, because just a couple of years ago, town archers were like, don't do this kind of a unit. Like, don't, like, if you have seen my older videos, just like 2 years ago, even a bit more recently, I guess, they would be like, I am not using town archers or anything. You don't really need to use them. But right now, it's like the opposite. Like, most of the builds are supposed to have town archers right now. Things change. Even in a game where we get like one update, like one true update per year, it still changes that much. Going from the absolute doo-doo to the best available option, basically. Probably both, because it's our school's Christmas party, which we exchange our gifts, but I also hate it because my classmates keeps telling me to buy food. What kind of classmates do you have? Telling you to buy food? Should they be buying food for you? Why does it work that way? I'm confused. Should it be the other way? You should be telling them to treat you. Right. If you're mostly a farmer, then poison is probably better. Yeah, like poison will have. I mean, farming with lightning townhouser shouldn't be that terrible, but poison townhouser is better for farming. Winner mindset. Until I get daily 5,000 ways, I won't be able to find good active members guild who actually knows how to use chat. One of the most annoying thing about this game is that the in-game chat is so bad that it would be the same if it didn't exist at all. It's just so horrible. So I would just recommend doing what everyone else always does as well. We use Discord. We use Discord for like any guild that does anything remotely competitive has a Discord channel. And well, of course, I do also have a Discord channel, which is not linked to my guild, but it's more of a like my channel related Discord and also like just general Crow Castle Discord at this point. It's linked in the description. If you are not there yet, please join ASAP. But yeah, most guilds have their own Discords. It just makes chatting so much more easier. I want someone build and then I realized that it's just much worse version. Yeah, I agree. I feel I share that feeling. But there's no telling what the next update eventually will bring, so maybe summons will get buffed. Maybe it will be the next meta thing. But I do agree that there should be more available, like well, I don't know, like everything shouldn't be equal. No way. But like it should be like possible to run summon build, for example, because yeah, I guess like summon builds, being a summoner is really popular option in a lot of games. People wanna play summon builds. I like summon builds as well in games like Diablo, for example. I like to be a summoner, necromancer, or whatever. In here, you can do it, but it's just not gonna be that great. You can't run the game on multiple accounts at the same time. You will just be getting errors. So you can switch your save from one device to another and play like few hours on the other device and then switch to the other one. That's possible. Skins? I don't think so. Hey Trins, how's it going? Like I usually, like I said, I usually run my game on my mobile phone, like my old mobile phone, and then I just load it up on the PC when I do farming or video recording or streaming or whatever. No, I want the shrimp dragon. I want the shrimp dragon. That would be so cool. Best heroes. There's a video, like wave build video link in the description. I would highly recommend that one. The setup in that one. I haven't been like a full guild leader. I was at some point occasionally in charge of a guild when I played this game initially, back in 2017 times, 2018 times, when we were running Hellfire Guild. I was the leader for some seasons and so on, but it's not really my cup of tea. Hey Barrick! Yo. How are you feeling? You feeling good yet? It's a mimic chance. It's a freaking mimic chance. The moment The moment Barrick arrives in the chat, I get a mimic chance. Is it a coincidence? Is this... I don't think so. There's something fishy about this one. Still sick? Yeah, sorry to hear that. Damn. I'm fine. Chilling. Thanks for asking. Damn. Have you been resting? How to install Crow Castle in PC? You will need to use an emulator. I don't know if the Google Play beta on Windows is working or not. I forgot to check into that. But you need to use emulator like BlueStacks, for example. Is what I'm using. I will. Isn't that the command? Okay, there we go. There's a link in the chat right now to a video that shows you how to play Crow Castle on PC. Bee Swarm Simulator. What do you do in that game? Is your PC not overheating when you're farming? Why would my PC overheat when I'm farming? What the heck is a bee swarm? You grow a hive? It's very good. I'm gonna need a little bit more information than that. The mirror got nerfed. Yes. You used to be able to get 2 copies for the tower that you are mirroring. Now you can only get 1. So it got nerfed. Seasonal heroes could be good, yeah, and also one cool concept that I don't know if Floss was talking about it or whoever talking about it first, but was like having, maybe it wasn't, maybe it was Floss, maybe it wasn't, like seasonal hell mode, like in different seasons, like you should have to come up with different strategies for hell mode. That would make you have to like force you to change your build for the hell mode every season basically, which would, well, give you more things to do, more things to plan for, instead of just running the same build season after season after season after year after year. Should I still use stone? If you use thunder towers in lightning build, then you should use stone. If you don't use thunder towers, which you necessarily don't have to do anymore, then you don't need stone either. Hey Shrimp, how's the Shrimp Dragon concept going? I was just saying that I would like to see that in game. Is it me or is the music getting louder and louder? Is my hearing getting better? Am I getting a superhuman hearing? Is it too loud? Not listening? Did you ask about it? Did he reply? Dungeons are worth it once you have a decent set of items. If you don't have decent L tier items or better, then dungeons are not really worth it. So it's more of a mid-game thing. Succubus or Zeus, who is better? It depends. I mean, Succubus is better basically for boss killing or farming than Zeus, but Zeus is super great for lightning builds. Has a decent boss damage, single target damage, and also has great air monster clearance, for example. My throat is killing me. You're making me talk too much. As a introvert silent Finn, this is way too much talking for me. Seasonal guild boss, that would be such a great idea. Such a great thing to have. Yeah, 20,000 waves, I would say, is still in early game. Anything seasonal would be great. Would give me so much more...
Love the stream, keep slaying that dragon.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you, Trevor. I will... Oh, there we go. I just... I got defeated by the dragon. No! Thank you very much, dude. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Have a good one. Yeah, what a jam. Let's go. Appreciate it a lot. This next drop is for you. God damn, it wasn't the E-drop. The next one is for you. Ah, it wasn't the E-drop either. The next one is for you. Let's go. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get an E-drop. I'm hoping for a new boss. New boss would be so great. It's been so long since we got any new bosses in the game. I asked developer about new boss, and he just said thank you for your suggestion. So yeah, it's not happening, I guess. Maybe, eventually. Maybe. Oh, come on, I need to get an E item for Trevor. Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go. DH6. That would be the lazy pull from the developer. That would be such a lazy pull. Yeah, Guild Dragon is actually something that was... There was like a competition where people could throw ideas and win in-game rewards, like in... Was it 2017 or 2018 or something like that? It's the results are available in Crocastle Reddit Discord server still. That was like this contest of doing ideas. And there was a Guild Dragon. I think it was maybe it got like 3rd place in that competition. But it never got added. It just never got added. I ended up winning that competition back in the day. But yeah. I wish we would have gotten a Guild Dragon. It would be so great. And I would also like, I've said it before, but I would like different kind of bosses as well, not just dragons. Like every boss we have is a dragon. Well, apart from the dungeon bosses. Let's do a dungeon. But why does it need to be just dragons? Why can't we get something else? Like anything, any creature could make a boss. Back in the day, back in the old good, not so good days. I think we are in much better place right now than what we were in terms of this game, the state of this game. All things considered. Okay, we are not getting any runes. Let's continue our quest for hunting an E item for Trevor. It better be a good one. Guild raids, yeah. There's so much potential. Crocastle doesn't really have an official Discord server in the sense that there would be like an actual server where people can chat and things like that. There is a server hosted by the developer where you can mainly just create a ticket if you need to contact the support, like for some reason. That is the official Discord. Then we have, I guess, the biggest Discord server for Crocastle is the Crocastle Reddit Discord server. If you go to Crocastle Reddit page, you will find the link to that Discord server. Pinned. Is it still pinned on top of the channel, Shrimp? Or you can see it on the sidelines of that Reddit page. Crocastle Reddit. I guess that's the biggest one. It's the closest thing we have to an official Discord server. And then there's of course my Discord server, which is in the description. It's growing quite steadily. It's scary how much people have joined in. So maybe we will eventually turn that into the official one. The 44 orange crystals, let's go. Yeah, trading items is also something that could be nice, and it could also just absolutely break the game. If that would be implemented, it would be has to do very cautiously. And I think even if there was trading, it should be limited to S tier items at max. Anything above that would just make people, I don't know, it would open up the option for real life market for items, and I'm 100% sure the developer doesn't want that. Also, it would kinda just, well, it wouldn't necessarily say people would start macroing on slave account, but some would for sure. There would be a lot of more like cheating, getting items and then just trading it to other accounts, which is also something we definitely do not want. Thank you for the sub. Welcome. I appreciate it. Still haven't gotten the E-item. Damn it. Been farming Legendary Dragon for a few weeks now, and the only good stuff I got is minus 1.7 cooldown L item. It's a close one. It always feels frustrating when you are so close, yet so far away from what you actually need. But yeah, if we had trading up to S items, it wouldn't break the game. It would only affect the early game portion of players. And I would love it, because I could also just like hand out every single S item I get during these streams to someone who actually needs it. So let's say I get a double critical staff, for example, an S staff. I don't do anything about it. I don't, like, it's completely useless for me, but it could be useful for someone for a few 1,000, 10,000 waves. Yeah, but I do share what Stream is thinking. It's the risk is insane, so I don't think it will ever happen. CDE means a yellow cooldown skill level +1 line. It just means this yellow line here. And this in turn gives, when you equip an item like that on your deck, you will get 1 level for the cooldown skill in here. So in here we can see I have 11 items with cooldown skill level +1 line, so I have +11 levels for this skill. So that's CDE. Explain again how this lineup works, please. Again, first of all, I would not recommend this exact line out for most people. This is my farming build for my end game account. So the DPS in here is Town Archers and Succubus, like this. 40%, 40%. So 80% of all the damage is done by Succubus and Town Archers. Goblin is super high level, but he doesn't do any damage to Bone Dragon. That's just completely weird. And then Worm is doing the rest of the damage, which is kind of weird. But I don't have any other damage dealer in this setup currently. If you run Lightning build, then you will have much more damage dealers who actually deal damage to Bone Dragon. I just have Succubus and Town Archers in here. Even my leaders, they are just level 10,000, both of them. They do absolutely 0 damage. They are not here to do any damage, they just hold damage skill level and hero damage skill level +1 lines. That is how this setup is working. The double archers, yeah, that is confusing. This is a bug. This one in here that you can see on number 3 is actually the small worm from the dead worm. So the dead worm's small worm does have its own line in the damage line out in here. So this is actually the small worm doing 12% of the damage, right? It's just the sprite, the image is just fucked. It shows down archer when it's supposed to be just showing a worm. Well, I guess if that's the biggest bug we have currently in the game, we are not in such a bad spot, but yeah. It's confusing, it's super confusing. And it should be a worm. The small worm is doing surprisingly a lot of damage, as you can see in here. It's doing 11%. 11% of the damage to Bone Dragon. Well, I don't have other damage dealers, so it's gonna be the number 3 in here, no matter what, basically, but it's surprisingly a lot of damage. Well, at least it has some sort of a sprite, and not what we had in the last update. The flat damage rune was just a white square, like a completely white square. So at least there is some sort of a sprite for the small worm. Hey Simon. Why is small worm dealing more damage than big one? I guess it's just because the small worm has damage to 100%. So it has the same stats, but it has damage to 100%. And they both hit the Bone Dragon with same attack speed, single target damage. So it just gets better damage output because of that. Towards a single target. Succubus. Wait, what? What is flat damage? Flat damage just gives you a flat damage increase to your hero damage, whoever it's on. And it will be quite meaningless at some point. Like, it's super useful in early game. Like, not super useful. It can be useful in early game. Because your level and your damage is quite low. The number, your damage number is small. So if your damage looks like something like this and you give it a plus 20 more. So it's just 20 more damage. That's basically nothing. That's like absolutely nothing. But in super early game, if your damage is like 100 in total and you give it plus 20 flat damage increase, then it's a 20% increase to your damage. But after your initial game, the flat damage will just become completely useless. I've crafted at least 20 plus E items, still no CDE. The first one, sometimes it takes time. It takes a while. I was also like trying to hunt my first cooldown skill level +1 line from Bone Dragon back in the days, and it felt like I never was getting any. Like never ever. It felt like it took ages to get one. But you will eventually get one from crafting as well, and you will eventually start piling up on them. It's just RNG. It's just that's what it is. Do it enough and you will maybe find success. I guess that's how it goes. So it's flat if it is in person, yeah. And if you have item lines that have damage lines, they are usually not flat. So they are like percent increase. My infinite colony is currently like this. I did run it for a while last season, so I'm not sure if I'm at max contracts again. Oh, only 44,000, okay. No worries at all. Going to equip every hero slot with CDE or cooldown, so I get the 5-second cooldown. That used to be the goal. But the last major update, just a couple of months ago, added a max cap for the CDE lines. You can only have 25 and one from a rune. So that is the maximum you can have right now. Oh my lord, that is loud! Scream! Let's go! That's so loud, that's way too loud. Let's go! Wow, holy crap, dude. Cheers. I just finished my freaking drink. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers, dude. What the heck? What the heck? It's still going.
Merry Chrysler, everyone.
Merry Chrysler to you as well, Shrimp. Holy crap. Holy crap. Christmas came early this year. Holy crap. Holy crap. I'm speechless. Thank you. You deserve to get the Shrimp Dragon in the game. Well, we are doing a Bone Dragon on a Way build. That's a new. You deserve a Shrimp Dragon. It needs to be done. It needs to be done right now. Thank you. Why, who or how are people finishing more waves a season than all the waves I've done in my life? In early game, your waving will be slower. But once you can eventually run the high level Devil Horse and you can run the game 24/7 on any device that you might have, then you will be, well, farming a lot of waves. For example, I have done 46,000 waves this season. And yeah. Let's go! What the hell?
It was nice to hop in stream and chat, but I'm gonna have guests soon. So I wish you good vibes and wonderful stream. Kitos, Hypa.
Kitos, thank you. Thank you very much, dude. It was a pleasure to have you. I hope we see you in future as well. Say hi to your quests from a random dude from Finland. Hope they appreciate that. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate it. Cheers to you as well. Merry Christmas, Merry Chrysler as well. Damn, you guys are going crazy today. What the hell? Oh, I'm getting a little... Oh, I got the defeat. I'm speechless. Wow. You guys are just amazing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. First Trevor, then Shrimp, and then Mseep. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but yeah. Hey Turnik. Now we need a good drop. Game. Now it's time. If I ever get a good drop, now is the time to get a good drop. Actually, let's craft. Maybe we have luck in there. We have 60 crystals, so let's do 6 crafts. 6 weapons. Let's go, 6 weapons. I am from Finland. Where are you from? Boom. Well, this item is a complete garbage of a sort. Let's pretend that never existed. Cooldown, gold per hit, knockback, yeah. Also, complete garbage of a hammer. Third one. Yeah, we are not getting anything better. That's a mimic chance. The second mimic chance of the day. Not that great. Let's get rid of that one as well. Fourth one. Oh, come on. At least give me one item that I can say is somewhat remotely useful for some hero. Come on. One more. That's... one more. Of course it's a mimic. Of course it's a mimic. Well, it's a stun and slow sword, so this is a useful item. This is a useful item for slingers, for example. For waving, for infinite colony, for hell mode. It's a very useful sword. If it had another stun line, it would be really good. But even with one stun, one slow, it's a really useful item. Also for mechanic ram as well. So yeah, you should keep this for early and mid game, definitely. I'm not gonna be keeping it because I do have better one. The mimic is just one level for... oh my lord. For the mimic skill. So the chance to spawn a mimic, which only happens in manual gameplay, and yeah. Manual gameplay is not something you do after very, very early game. So basically, it's just a useless line. Perfect gold skill is also as useless, but I just hate mimic. I have like a personal vendetta against mimics. So that's why the counter. I don't like them. We only got them one CD item today. And we kept one item today, by the way. We kept one item. So it's not a useless day. I will never use that item, probably. But we kept one item. Let's go. Also, one quick tip when you are farming dragons. I have shown this in at least 2 or 3 videos, I believe. But once the chest timer runs out, if you double tap your game speed icon, you can speed the animation of your item appearing from the chest. Or if you cast chrono once the timer runs out, it will do the exact the same thing. I will demonstrate it with chrono. Oh, there was a terrible lag. Okay, wow. In this one, I will... oh, never mind. Muscle memory kicked in, I cast chrono. So in here, as soon as the timer runs out, if you cast chrono, it will just speed up the animation. Like that. Small things, but yeah. If you farm for hours and hours, it will just help. Like 93,000 defense left until 1 million. It's the chances of getting the DCDIQ is starting to lose slimmer and slimmer and slimmer every passing day. Meeting the requirements for a like mid-tier guilds, like guilds that are like aiming for top 50 and so, is gonna be easy if you have a device that you can use to run your game basically 24/7. If you have a spare device, meeting those requirements is usually gonna be quite easy, but if you don't have a spare one, then it might be tricky because you really have to calculate how much you can get waves done in an hour. This one is pretty decent item for Dark Elf. The gold damage is useless, the bonus experience is useless, but +1 arrow is the best line you can get for Dark Elf, and critical chance is also great. So this would be a great Dark Elf item. Yeah, later game it takes a while until you get another skill point. I'm also, well, I'm quite close to getting another one. 17.14 million, I'm now at 16.9, so quite close, quite close. Getting there. Yeah, you can put items on towers now. Was one of the main things about the major update a couple of months ago. The same update gave a new Devil Horn tier, so we have the +5 tier for the Devil Horn now. And also a cap for your cooldown, like any E lines. So you can only have 25 cooldown skill level lines, for example, in your build. If you have more, they just won't count. You have 25 and one from the rune. So that's like a nerf to our builds. But those are the main things we got. Seasonal bosses would be great, yeah, I do agree. Or seasonal drop rates, for example. Let's say you have 1 week during Christmas where your drop rates are doubled, for example. People will be farming so much. Even like, let's say there was an event where you would have double drop rates for 2 hours. Like every single player and their cats would be farming. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's see, by the way, can I get the EXP wheel? Let's see, wheel of names. Oh, it's already in here. Wow, that's convenient. Oh, we got an E item. Let's go. It's not a great one though. So yeah, we are not keeping this. But that's 3 more dust. So I guess now we did some crafting, but my goal right now is probably get to 1 million defense, save up all my dust, and then just craft it all. Whatever amount I can get. Okay, shall we spend some EXP points at this point? Before we forget, because I am bound to forget. I tend to forgo a lot of things because I am a very forgetting prone person. Dragon Race? Dragon Race? I can Dragon Race. Yubachama in a moment. Let's spin the wheel first though. Let's see if we can get this in here. How does this look like? Oh yeah, it's really visible. Wow, that's what the heck? Okay, it's starting to look a little bit better. There we go. That looks a lot better. Okay. We are not exactly at 100 trillion EXP points. We are only at 95. But let's spin the wheel nevertheless. So, whatever the wheel says, that is the skill that I will be spending all of my experience on. Last time we got MP. Right, because the MP level is so ugly. We got Castle MP last time, which is super useless. Mana again. Oh. Shut up! No, I want something else. Hero damage, thank you, okay. Hero damage would be nice. But let's see. Let's spin the wheel and see what are we getting today. Casual MP and gold per kill would be the least wanted ones that I want. I would like... I kind of don't want to mess this level. Because 7777 is a pretty nice one. So maybe I would love Archer. Let's see. Archer, maybe it is. Hey Mehmet, hello? Sure, shoot. What is your question? Let me spin the wheel. It's gonna be... No. How is that possible? This freaking wheel, I swear. This freaking wheel. There's no way. There's no way. Oh. Well, a promise is a promise. Let's go. Our level is now 6433. Let's go. How many levels do we get? It was so worth to save up for 95 trillion again. I should stop listening to what the random wheel says. It makes horrible life choices. Don't do it, people. This, well, at least it's 69, so that's nice. But damn it. Let's close that horrible wheel. It does horrible things to us. Don't trust the wheel. Don't trust the wheel. When I use the free automatic hunting method, I don't earn any gold. Is there a solution to this? Please write it as a message. Wow. Okay. Da, 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 da. There we go. Warm items. Here you go. This is the sword. Poison, attack speed, crit chance. Yeah, who said mana again? Curse. Be cursed. Oh, man. So yeah, poison, attack speed, crit chance for sword. And then I have double poison, crit damage for the accessory. Did you see that stream? Was that? No way that was the third time in a row for mana? Was it? Oh yeah, don't worry if you can't earn gold from waves when using free audible, that's completely normal. As long as you keep doing the infinite colony, or the infinite town, whatever it's called, you will be getting enough gold so that you can progress. It doesn't feel like that, but it will be enough. Oh yeah, it can be confusing for sure, but yeah. It's just a way that allows people to use the auto battle function without paying, because using it for, like, paying for it with gold won't be profitable at that point. It can be profitable later on, and it will be, but it will take quite a long while to achieve that in normal gameplay. So the free auto battle function is just the way to go. The Wheel of Doom. I will at least need to shuffle the slots for those options in the wheel, because I feel that's so rigged. So freaking rigged. How do I get the gold from the IC? You get gold every 54 seconds from the infinite colony, depending what level your IC is. And there's a little guy running on the field, bringing that gold card for you. Whenever you are fighting waves or dragons or anything. There we go. There the guy is. There he is. He's coming. Oh, he's coming. He's bringing the goodies. There we go. There was our gold. That's how you get gold from IC. What is the normal IC ratio? Well, that is a wild question. It can be basically anything. It really depends your wave level. If you are in early game, mid game, late game. As high as you can get is the proper answer. Early game, if you can run 3x, 4x, that's really nice. And later on, you can pump it up. 6, 7, 8. I didn't just say 6, 7. Oh my lord. Well, anyway. And then you can go to like level like 10x. And that's really nice. But yeah, 5 to 7 is probably a pretty normal. I'm running something close to 9 myself, I believe, right now. I've been between 8 and 9 for the longest time. Does paid automated hunting yield gold? Yes. I will also write it. So when you use the time auto battle, you get the maximum amount of gold when you do a wave. So you will just get the full gold. Oh, we got a +7 skip. Let's do this. And if you meant this one, or if you meant the gold one, then you also do get gold, but it usually is not profitable, as Yuka said. So if you use the time mode, then you get the full amount of gold that you can earn from the wave itself. But when you use the gold one, you do get gold from the monsters, but quite often this number will be more than what you earn from the monsters from the wave. And if you earn less than this amount, it's more profitable for you to use the free auto battle where you don't earn any gold at all, because at least at that point you are not making negative gains from your waving. So 0 is better than negative net gains. Eventually this will be profitable once you can run like Devil Horn 3 with gold auto battle. 500,000 waves maybe, close to a million waves maybe. It really depends account per account. Yeah, on wave 3000, just use the free auto battle. That's what you should be using at that point. It's the best option for you. Okay, I feel we got a lot of items, like a lot of drops at the beginning of the stream, and now it's just kind of dried out. We were supposed to race. Pajama, are you here? We were supposed to race. Why you say nothing? Why you say nothing, man? Okay, how do we race? How many items? Anyone else in? Shrimp? You wanna farm? Let's write in some rules, I guess. I can hide the other text. There we go. Five items? No, that's too much. 3 items? Ah, no worries, no worries. I'm just gonna crush Pajama then. You can change your username if you go... Wait. In here. I get confused as well. Just go to the rankings and change name. Five items? Let's do 5 items. Perfect. Wow. I'm professional. Okay. It's gonna be me versus Pajama. Bone Dragon race. Are you ready, dude? Well, ready or not. Here we go. 5 items. The first one to get wins. If anyone wants to farm in chat, feel free to do so as well. If you can't farm Bone Dragon, you can farm Destiny Dragon. And post your drops, what you got in the chat. It's always nice to hear. And some mutual farming is also always a nice thing to have. Let's go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. The game is on. The game is on. I am not allowed to lose this. You are so cool, man. You are so absolutely cool. Wait, 3x didn't work? Oh, go. Oh, God. Do you still want to farm? I can't give you a handicap. That sucks. That's a bummer. Thank you very much, dude. I guess we are still racing. Yeah. I mean, if I lose this, I will never race anyone again. So this is maybe... This is not really an enjoyable farming race for any parties involved in this race. Oh boy. I'll try to do another one next week, at least. And also I plan to do some recording next week as well. Thank you very much. I feel like I should have the better chances of winning this. Well, there's also a chance that neither of us will get any drops. Let's say if neither of us gets any drops in the next 27 minutes, at that point it will be 7 PM for me, then we'll call it a draw. Hey, you need to choose your battles, people. So choose the battles that are absolutely easy to win. Thank you for the sub. Thank you, dude. Add new dragon. I did recently ask about new bosses, and I think Shrimp also asked about getting a shrimp boss, a dragon, new dragon. So yeah, we have expressed our interest in new bosses. Let's hope we will get something, anything at this point. Even a new dungeon would do, I guess. I don't know what the point would be, but yeah. Oh no, destroyed your sleep? Oh no, dude. I appreciate it, but that makes me feel so bad. Yeah, time zones are annoying. Trust me, it's really hard to do stream on a time zone that would be, well, first of all, great for all. And also, like, on a time that I can actually be live. It's basically impossible. New 16 million track. That would be nice. Like, have like 20 people who can farm it in the game. Yeah, it's already past midnight for you guys. Damn. Thank God it's Saturday, right? Hey, Matt Gill. Welcome. Doing great. Chilling, chilling. How about you? Glad you are all here, though. Even though it's really late. There's a... Yeah, like I said, there's like old Hell Mode guide videos on my channel. There should be a playlist if you browse my YouTube channel and browse down a bit. There should be a playlist for them. But also there is a like a PDF version, not written by me, but available in my Discord. If you go to my Discord server, which is linked in the chat right now, and it's available in, let me check, in the Meta Guide Lightning channel. Just scroll up a little bit and there will be a Hell Mode Town Archer guide that will go through the layout. But actually how to play it, I would just recommend watching some of the older videos on my channel. The idea is exactly the same. It plays out exactly the same as in the videos, even though they are like a year old or so. Another thing I should do, a new version. But let's just say, I've been absolutely hating Hell Mode lately. Just frustrating. It doesn't really give me any excitement. Tomorrow we are going to a concert. So my tomorrow plans are set. Gonna have a couple of drinks and go listen to some music. Touch grass? What do you mean? The ground is frozen and there's snow. That's impossible. Shrimp, I do not know anyone who tested that. Maybe Gamph? Like as a proper damage dealer, I don't... Since it's just a single target damage, I don't think it will be... Well, I could be wrong. It would be worth as a proper damage dealer, but it does have interesting potential, I guess. I wish we had beta. I would love to test it. I have some interesting ideas about the worm, but we shall see. I wish you get one, comic. I wish you do get one. It's not exactly a band. There's like people from a lot of different bands. It's like a heavy metal Christmas concert. So there's like heavy metal bands, all the singers and stuff, singing like heavy metal covers from Christmas songs. Or metal versions of them. Gamble, just switch the U to A, so it would be gamble. Let's see if I will win. I won! Oh my lord. I have 7,900 crystal. Let's go. What the hell? Easy. Easy. Maybe I should save up a couple of 100 trillions gold and then just dump it all in warm and see what happens. We are still on a race. Wait, am I losing? Have I really gotten 0 items? I think Pajama is on 1. What the hell? This is a stupid race. It's been like 8 minutes since we started it. And 0 items for me. Talk about new mode in game. What new mode would you want? I would like maybe like an expedition where you would have to select some of your heroes. You'd send them on an expedition. You would equip them with items, and you would get rewards based on how well the hero combination that you send off to does. Maybe in a way, because it would maybe give use for some useless heroes, and also it would give maybe like make you think about what heroes you want to use in your build. If some hero would be better to be sent on an expedition instead, or something like that. I guess that could be. It wouldn't really give a lot of more playability, I guess, in the game. Maybe some sort of planning and also more rewards. It would be nice. Alrighty, comic. Good night, dude. See you next time, perhaps. It was a pleasure. Have a good one. Ding, 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 ding. It's nice to see the give function actually working for once. It usually just fails. That's nice. That's nice. Oh, Shrib, have you been using the new controller that you got? It looks so sick. It's not very cold. It's like -7 or 8 degrees Celsius, maybe. It's been really warm. Like it's been close to like 0 temperature for the past few weeks, and now just for a couple of days it's been like closer to -10. It's not. It's really not. This is still survivable. I hate the cold. I don't like cold winters. But this is still somewhat survivable. Since I'm using free elbows, just keep waving and dump it all at once if I can't beat anymore. Yeah, that's probably a very good way to approach it. Or you can just spend your money every, I don't know how many hours you wanna keep checking the game on. But yeah, that's pretty nice take. +2 Celsius can be really cold as well, because if the air is like damp, it can be really cold. It can feel actually more cold than having like a -2 or 3 degrees Celsius. Takes some getting used to, because it's significantly heavier than the previous. Oh, so hey, dude, you get to play games and you get to work out at the same time. It's like, look at those guns after playing for a while. Did I just get my first E item? Let's go. That's an absolute win for you. So starting, I would recommend checking out the Lightning Town Archer build. It's linked in the description, so you should be able to find the link to the Way build and also the other builds related to the same layout in the description. I would warmly recommend starting with those. But to be completely honest, I would love to have, like, let's say plus 20 Celsius right now. I mean, during Christmas time, it's pretty nice to have like a little bit of snow, a little bit of cold, and the dark and everything. It creates a certain type of atmosphere and sets the mood for Christmas as we know it in here in Finland, which is nice. But otherwise, I don't really enjoy winters. It's not really my thing. In my country, it's about to be 7 p.m. in like 15 minutes. 6:46 p.m. I swear I'm gonna be so distracted I will actually end up losing this race. I think Batsamas, you're still at 1, right? This race will probably also never end. Never end. Okay, it's 1-1, which is not ideal considering you are on 2x speed and I'm on 3x speed. And I should have faster kill time, so yeah. Yeah, time zones are tough. Really tough. This race, we will probably need to continue this in the next stream as well with this pace, because this will just never end. Oh my. Plus 20 brings mosquitoes. That's a great point. I'm not really looking forward to that. So can we go to plus 19? Is that the meta temperature to be in? Where I am, there hasn't been snow in years. I feel like in here in central Finland, the winters, there is snow every winter, that's for sure. But it just comes later than before. I feel like we barely have any snow right now. It's almost Christmas, and I swear, like when I was a small kid, there was always plenty of snow during Christmas. But then like last year, it was pretty much the same, and then we basically got all the snow of that year in like 1 week or so, and it was like super heavy snowfall for a week straight, or something like that. And there was a lot of it, like way too much of it. Yeah, the most annoying thing about snow, I mean, when the ground is like all white and trees are covered in snow, it's really pretty, and it brings a lot of light because yeah, it's dark. It's just dark all the time in winter, so it helps a lot with that. But the most annoying thing is if you drive a car and you have to clean your car every single time before you can drive it if it has snowed at all. And you have to preheat your car and make sure the windows are clean and all. It's a lot of work, a lot of extra work before you can actually drive. Oh yeah, yeah. At the start of the stream, we got like a lot of drops. We even got some back-to-back E's. And I guess the game is also getting tired of giving me drops at this point. Let's try to summon the witches. Maybe they give me more luck. We need to finish this race. Go, my useless witches. Make yourself useful. Snow is the best thing when driving a car. It makes it fun when driving in empty roads at night. Hey, Ziri. How's it going? Yeah, sure. As long as it's not too heavy. Like you can actually see something in front of you. Kind of makes you feel like you are in a spaceship doing a warp jump or something like that. Yeah, witches in here are for damage increase. The first reason is that they can use damage skill level and hero damage skill level +1 items, which gives me, again, more levels for this one. And the second reason is because of this skill node, that gives me 5% increased damage per witch. So just by having 3 witches, my units get 15% increased damage. Those are the reasons. They just boost the damage of my actual damage dealers. There's really nothing else that I need in this build. Finish the skill tree. I'm unfortunately not sure that's gonna be possible. Just earning the points is so slow that it will just never kinda happen. Oh yeah, I misunderstood. I thought like snowfall is a nice thing when you're driving at night. Oh yeah, sure. That is, okay, I agree. I agree. Just got home from work. How busy was the day? Because the traffic, at least, in the city was crazy. I think everyone and their mothers are doing Christmas shopping. So I'm pretty sure there was plenty of customers today. Why did you not equip archers / cannons in your lightning colony build video? Muffy, you probably have seen the older one. That involved just like Hugo said, like hero. It was a hero-based build. There's a more recent one, including the town archers. It should be linked in the description of this video. It includes the town archers and the lightning units as well. I would recommend that one instead. Oh, I got an E item. Let's go. Wait, Pajama is also at 2. What the heck? No. Impossible. Impossible. I cannot lose this. Dream? That is a great question. I suppose being able to do something like this for a living wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, farming is pretty much the only... Farming and hell mode are kind of the only things that you need to do manually in this game. For waving you can use auto battle, and for infinite colony you can also use time auto battle. That's correct. That is correct. It was insane. Oh yeah, I can only imagine, holy crap. Alone for like 1.5 hours? Why? That sounds like a terrible thing. Terrible planning. What the heck? I wish these races would, like, going more into my favor more often. Like, where the hell are the drops? This is so stupid. I should stop doing races because every time we do some, I just lose all of the luck I have with drops. Like, absolutely nothing. The bone is completely milk dry. Oh boy. Usually the last hour is quiet, but today it was totally different. I can only imagine, holy crap. But this is like... Well, this weekend and the next weekend are the only weekends before Christmas. I guess this is the weekend right now where most people do their Christmas shopping. So... I don't envy you at all. Yeah, the crystals in chat are just channel tokens, channel points, loyalty points, whatever you want to call them, that you can use to gamble for more crystals. They do nothing else. I'm losing the race. Yeah, what else is new? Oh boy. Using more towers in my build in here is not gonna give me more damage because they are level 10,000. Their damage output against the Bone Dragon is basically next to 0. So it doesn't make the kill time any faster. And also because whenever Dark Assassin, so this guy in here, whenever he hits the dragon gets a debuff. That will make it take plus 200% damage on the next critical strike. And depending whoever claims that next critical strike against the Bone Dragon. And I want that critical strike to be claimed by someone who does high damage and not by someone who does next to 0 damage. That's why the towers are not in here. They are not really gonna be making the kill time any faster. At worst, they can make it actually slower. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome. After the recent update, you can now equip E-tier items on towers if you get a tower rune from the XP dungeon. And if you get decent E items with decent E lines, then you can kind of use more towers, I suppose, in this build as well. But I don't have those kind of runes, so I don't really have anything to equip on those towers. But for most, it's just more beneficial to not use them. They just won't help you. That is the reason. The real difference between the kill time having them and not having them, like I said, they can make it slower. It's really like next to 0. But it can, in theory, make it a little bit slower. So it just doesn't make any sense having them. Like, I have this worm in here because he has cooldown skill level +1 items. So I can get 2 of the cooldown skill level +1 levels for my build. If I didn't have those items for the worm, then I wouldn't have that one in here either. But that rune that you need in order to be able to equip those E items on the towers, that rune only drops from the XP dungeon, and you really can't farm the XP dungeon until you are closer to the late game. Why is this race so stupidly even? Thank God I'm only working Sunday next weekend. Amen to that. Double salary, double salary. I hope you have a long day. (1 a.m., 7 p.m., 7 p.m. And after this race, I will have to go because I will need to go to the store to buy some food. But first, we need to finish this. Just 2 items, just 2 items. It could be this one. This could be one of them. Nope. But it could be this one. Protein. That's a funny way to spell chocolate. I mean, yeah, sure, absolutely. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, let's go. Maybe some ice cream. Hey, I'm in the lead. For now. At least. Momentarily. I guess not a fully terrible item, but not something I would keep. Hey, mama didn't raise no quitter. I'll keep on going. Run out of dark crystals. Dude, this race has taken ages. For just a couple of items. Thank you, Killer Cat. Thank you very much. Is makkara peruna only a Finnish thing, or is there some good translate in English? That is an excellent question. I'm pretty sure it must be just a Finnish thing, or maybe Swedish as well. I don't know. There we go. That's fifth. Let's go. The race is over. Finally. It shouldn't have been such a struggle. It really shouldn't have been this kind of stuff. GG's. Dude. If you had won that, it would have been my last stream ever. Because the odds was so high in, like, so heavily in my favor. Like, there was no way I was supposed to be this close losing it. Let's go. GG's. About that, hey, I have won some. Didn't I won the first race in the last stream? Did I not cross everyone in that one? Hello? Have you guys forgotten about that one? Sure, I got defeated like 3 times right after that one, but hey, I did cross everyone in that one race. I think it was last stream. GG's. But yeah, I don't know if there's any English translation to it. It's not that unhealthy. It's not that unhealthy, but it really tastes great. I'll try to do something next week, yeah, for sure. Probably more bone farming, because, yeah, that 1 million defense is not gonna get itself. Not gonna get itself done. I've been slacking with my farming lately. I haven't had the chance to do it. But we'll see. But definitely something, Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. Definitely will be doing a lot of streams, like every single time. Yeah, okay. Dude, I appreciate it a lot. Best item ever. Well, where's my sword? Where's my giant sword? I mean, this one, I would say, was my best item ever back from the days when physical summon was the meta. This freaking sword. Holy crap. But because physical summon got nerfed, giants got nerfed, it's not great anymore. It's not useful right now because summons are just shit for damage. So this is basically useless right now. Next to useless. But this was like max rolls, crit chance, high roll item quality, and +1 summon. This was so great. But now, no. Nope. The developer looked at my items and said, hey, you had too much of a luck in here. Let's just nerf the giants forever. Let's just ruin the fun for everyone. That's 100% what happened. True story. Totally, yeah. But yeah, I have I guess some other really nice items I guess that DCDIQ is just the most useful one right now. What is the sell price? Oh yeah, let's go. I should totally do it. After how many waves we can use the gold build? There's not really any specific wave level for it. What you need to do is you need to have, well, you will have a bunch of these 1% bonus gold runes, and you need to have this one. 10% more monsters from the skill tree. And you need to be able to run the gold build actually on Devil Horn +2, but preferably +3. For most people, that is something between 500,000 and 1 million waves. There really isn't a set level for it, wave level. It's a combination of your items, your skill points, and everything. But that's usually the time frame. Next update, he gonna nerf Pure Wizard and Necromancer. I hope we get the Pure Wizard bug again that was in the very early days when you would use the White Wizard, the White Mage, and whenever he was cast, this 5 seconds cooldown would also be applied to himself as well. That was nice. That was a nice bug. I wish we get that back because it would be hilarious right now. It would probably break the game. There wasn't a CDE items, there wasn't E items back in the day, so our cooldowns were naturally much higher than this one. Right now it would absolutely destroy the game, but it would be hilarious to see. That would be nice. That would be nice. I've been playing for a few years, so yeah. It's a long journey, long marathon. But hey, I am gonna go get ready for some shopping right now. Let's do a +30 skip and let's get on. Well, let's do a little bit of time out of battle, I guess. Why not? Yeah, let's get on waving again. Thank you so much for joining in again. Thank you for all the donations, Shrimp, Seep, and Trevor, and everyone else as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. I will see you in the Discord. The link is in the chat and in the description. If you haven't joined yet, please do so. There's plenty of us in there, and it's always nice to see more people joining in. I will see you in the next stream, which will probably be during next week. I will post the date in Discord as soon as I know exactly when. Thank you. Have a great rest of the weekend. Stay safe and eat some great food.
Subscribe, folks.
You heard the shrimp. You heard the shrimp. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Cheers, dude. I appreciate it. Cheers. Thank you very much. See you next time. See you in the Discord. Bye.